Transport in and of itself is an enabler of all of the things that we've heard about this morning, certainly about sustainable and inclusive economic growth. And that's a really big driver for what we're trying to do in the West Midlands. So that's integrated stations and integrated hubs where people can come on bus, on tram, on light rail, on heavy rail, travel around the West Midlands in a sustainable way. And what we're trying to do now is to roll out the Midland Metro. We've had some great announcements, funding packages for that. But in addition, we have a new franchise award. So our rail system will see significant improvement both in capacity and stations and investment. Working hard with our bus operators to make sure that we're delivering world-class bus facilities for the not far off 300 million bus journeys that are taken in the West Midlands every year. And then overall to try to convince people to change modes of transport. And the West Midlands would love to see fewer people, single occupancy drivers, and more people on sustainable public transport methods.
Yeah, I mean, how do we get them investing into the Midlands? That's a very good question. The projects that we've got at the moment are currently part of the Midlands Engine Investment Portfolio that we launched at MIPIM in Cannes in 2017 at the new Midlands Engine Pavilion. And I guess one of the first answers is that was a true key to collaboration from right across the Midlands, not just West Midlands but the total Midlands, to come together to profile those opportunities out there to the international investors. I think secondly, in terms of the profile, the project pipeline is crucial to the success of this going forward. I sit within the Midlands Engine Investment Hub based in Birmingham, but obviously cover the whole of the Midlands. But concentrating on the West Midlands, I'm working very hard with the project promoters, the local authorities, the district authorities, and some of the developers to help them articulate and to develop better the offer that the project holds, and to look at it in different ways. So I'm pleased to say that only sort of 9 months into this, that we've got a really good pipeline of opportunity now coming through for the West Midlands. The collaboration is fantastic, working with DIT and the promoters. And the real key is here, I think what Martin Reeve said this morning was that there is a window of opportunity. I'm a true Midlander myself, and there is a real opportunity, a window of opportunity, and therefore we've got to make sure that we accelerate those projects through in any best way we can to make sure they are investor ready. I think first of all, from where I sit within the Midlands Engine Investment Hub, it's absolutely crucial now that we move on and amplify what we're doing, that we tell people what we're doing, that we communicate the good parts of what we're creating. So I think, across West Midlands Combined Authority, working with DIT, working with its partners, we all ought to be together amplifying that message more and more in a positive sense. Key to the success of bringing these projects in front of investors, and the success hopefully that will bring, is of course projects need skills. They need to be built, they need to be filled, they need to be occupied, they need to be maintained, and I think that the huge challenge on skills in West Midlands is one that I would certainly emphasise. It's so crucial that we get younger people through education into areas that then can help to deliver the opportunities that we are creating together. So I think the whole education aspect linked into construction and training is hugely important, and I know that there are the hotbed of the West Midlands, particularly around Wolverhampton and what's happening there with the colleges and the training colleges, and is almost unique.
I think firstly it's delighted to be here today to talk to this great audience about what's going on in the region. Fantastic, a number of projects we've already heard about, and it's a hugely exciting time for the region. I think from Birmingham's perspective, we've got a number of projects, as I spoke about, Curzon and High Speed 2, and also Birmingham Smithfield, but we've also got other things such as the Langley Urban Extension, which is a major regeneration scheme with new housing, going to the Green Belt actually, so not regeneration but sort of housing growth. We've got new industrial land coming forward, we've got inner city regeneration as well, so there's a huge range of schemes coming forward, and I think for us really it's keeping that momentum going over the next few years whilst we're looking at challenges internationally and the whole Brexit debate. But actually for us really it's that international feel, and we are now an international city and a region, we're international as well, and whether it's going to events like MIPIM or whether we're going off to the Middle East or China, that is really vital to spreading the message about what's great about the region and why we need to invest in it. So for us really it's continuing that sort of positive messaging about what we're doing, but also investing in the infrastructure to de-risk sites and give the market confidence. For me really, it's about the place quality as well, so the big focus on environmental sustainability and how we create the quality of environments, not just about delivering the numbers, but about that quality of environment and how we make an attractive place to live and work and visit. And then linked to that as well is the social infrastructure and making sure that we've got the facilities in place which support the growth of our communities, whether it's the schools, whether it's the hospitals, whether it's the play spaces, etc. So to me really it's about the health and well-being agenda. So two key things I would say then is environmental sustainability, getting that place quality right, social infrastructure, and then delivering the housing in that environment. And really for me combined authority is a great opportunity to sort of drive forward that agenda, and really things like this today are great in bringing people together, keeping that conversation going, and continue that positive trajectory.